What have you been telling the
Well, this is an exciting year for politics. Indiana is really on the map because for the first time since 1964, the state is up for grabs. Both Obama and McCain are putting a lot of effort into Indiana. I'm saying that I think the country today is discouraged. They think we can do things a lot better than we are. 81% of the American people think the country's moving in the wrong direction. People obviously are very concerned about their personal lives, their jobs, their retirement, their health benefits, ability to educate their children. And Barack Obama, I think, speaks directly to those people. He has clearly changed the contours of American politics.
Some of the polling we have done, which is very limited, very unscientific, shows it fairly even, but
I would expect a county like Jennings County to probably vote Republican at the presidential level. Obama will run very strong in Indianapolis, in Marion County, in Monroe County. He'll just sweep the northwestern part of the state, of course. The Democratic vote in this state tends to be quite concentrated. Southeast of the state, northwest, in the middle of the state. The Republican vote is still strong in the rural areas of the state, so that's not surprising. I think there are two big issues in the campaign as you come down to the final stages. One is, who can restore respect for the American dream? This is kind of the economic issue, but the American dream has always been that I've done better than my parents, my children will do better than I've done. If I work hard, my family will prosper, my children will prosper. I think a lot of Americans have lost faith in that, and they're just not doing as well. I think Obama speaks to those people. He speaks about jobs and health care and education, and he has a very specific economic plan that is designed for ordinary or middle-class Americans, not the rich. George Bush has clearly favored the very rich people of this country. McCain has supported him 90% of the time, and it's quite clear to me that one of the big divides here is that Barack Obama is for ordinary people and is trying to help them with their economic problems. The other big issue is, can you restore respect for America in the world? And here too, I think this is part of the reasons they're discouraged. They see that America does not have the standing in the world that it once did, for a lot of different reasons. That we can do a lot better job than we've done these past 8 years.
Lee, I've talked to several people who, it seems to me, they want to vote for Obama, but as you well know, racism, elements of it anyway, are still alive and well, especially in the rural parts of Indiana.
Well,
they just protest, I can't vote for a black person. So what would you say to that?
I'd say America's moving beyond that. Let me tell you, this country's changing dramatically. Obama may face a problem with a number of Americans who have some doubts about his race. On the other hand, he's attracting a lot of Americans. The younger people are not worried about that, and they're flocking to him in droves. And America is changing with all of the Hispanics coming in, many of the Asians. This is a very, very different country. Now, southern Indiana is a very homogeneous place. That is to say, we're all pretty much alike down here. So we don't maybe feel these trends quite as much. But I would say to those people, don't judge a person by the color of their skin. Judge them by what their ideas are. And what they ought to ask themselves is, who's going to help me with my tax levels, with my prospects for a job, with my ability to get health care, to afford education for my children. Is what Barack Obama is saying going to help me more, or what is John McCain going to say is going to help me more? And I think when they look at these two different positions, they'll come down on the side of saying that Barack Obama stands for ordinary Americans.
I got to ask you, this is off the economic beat, but the controversy over, or the difference of opinion that McCain and Obama on going into Afghanistan to chase down the terrorists.
Well, Obama's clearly right. Now look, Osama bin Laden had a safe sanctuary in Afghanistan prior to 9/11. And because he had that safe sanctuary, he was able to plot and to plan and to kill eventually 3,000 Americans. Today, Osama bin Laden has a sanctuary, not in Afghanistan, but in Pakistan. Barack Obama is saying he would like for the Pakistanis to handle it. It's their country, but if they're not going to handle it, he is going to handle it. And we cannot tolerate Osama bin Laden sitting there plotting and planning another attack on the United States. Now, you can be patient for a period of time, but that cannot go on indefinitely. So when Barack Obama says, Pakistanis, you do it. If you don't, we're going to do it, he is right on the money. I do not, and Barack Obama does not want to give Osama bin Laden a safe sanctuary to plan another attack on the United States.